After my last video showcasing the weapons in Days of War, a lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, chose to go and look at the Kickstarter page. Over 10,000 people clicked the link in the description, got that counted by Google's system. That's an insane number. That's more clicks than the Battalion 1944 link got across 2 videos. You guys must really like this game, or you wanted to learn more at least. The developers finished up that Kickstarter last week, with both the British and Russian forces making it in just before the Kickstarter ended its campaign, which is awesome. That brings the total number of factions up to 4, including the Germans and the Americans as well. We missed out on getting the console release in 2016, which is a shame. I mean, this game is sure to be big on PC, but it would have been nice if all 3 versions of the game could have been released at the same time, but that goal was just too high. And the other 2 factions, if you never went on the Kickstarter page, I don't think I've even mentioned this, but there were 2 more factions, the French and the Italians. Neither of those got funded either. They were in the hundreds of thousands of dollars to be funded, so in all honesty, I'm not surprised they didn't get funded. In my last video, I did show off the British Sten machine gun. That's the full render up there in the top right, and it looks really good, just like the rest of the weapons. It hadn't been shown publicly before, and the developers have now confirmed to me that along with the Sten, we will be seeing the Bren machine gun and the iconic Lee Enfield rifle in the game for the British forces. Natural choices, obviously, but it's good to know they will be in the game. And alongside that, the developers have also confirmed that the British Airborne Red Devils will be making an appearance as well. They're one of the most recognisable divisions in the war, known for their red berets. And just a few days ago on Twitter, the developers gave us our first look at the Russian PPSH. They released it just alongside one of their links to try and get people to go towards the Kickstarter in the last few days. And if the renders of the US and German weapons are anything to go by, then I think we're in for a treat. But 2 minutes into the video, I'm sure you could read by the title, today isn't just looking at a new gun that's not even in high resolution. No, it's the announcement of the closed alpha. In their latest Kickstarter update, developers Driven Arts have stated the following. Friday, April the 29th, the alpha begins. Before gaining access, all alpha and beta testers will be required to agree to a non-disclosure agreement. If you choose to violate this non-disclosure agreement, you will be banned from Days of War. We're not joking around here. We want to ensure Days of War is as successful as possible, so it will be more fun for all of us. This requires that we're able to control how and when people see Days of War whilst it's still in development. Understand that as testers, you are a vital part to this game's development. Your feedback is extremely valuable to us, and it will shape our game over the next few months. Now, I've signed my fair share of NDAs over the last few years, too many to count on 2 hands now, which is insane. I knew quite a lot before many other people did. I felt privileged to be in that situation. And that's exactly what you're getting here with Days of War. You're going to be basically part of the development team. That's what alpha and beta tests are supposed to be for. You're in there to test the game, help to root out the bugs, give the developers some feedback, and then ultimately, they can make the game better. But in this scenario, there may be the opportunity for me to release some alpha gameplay. I'm speaking to the developers right now, just trying to see if we can work something out, because at the end of the day, not everyone is in the closed alpha. And I think it's a shame if people don't get to see what's currently being worked on. I mean, if we look at other games that have done that, Battlefield showed off the community test environment in full detail. There was no NDA for that. And I think that really works as a valid option. People out there can look at the gameplay and see whether it looks right, because, well, when you look at something and when you're actually playing the game, they can be 2 very different experiences. So there may be the opportunity for me to release some alpha gameplay, plus that means people who aren't in the alpha can have a look at this game in development. Funding for the project has now completely finished, with the PayPal option on their website. That was shut down yesterday, so if you didn't pledge and you wanted to, well, you're all out of luck. But the game will be available on early access on Steam after the alpha and beta stages. So there is still an opportunity for you in the future to get early access to this game, but it won't be in the same capacity as people playing the game right now will have. Obviously, it's their opportunity to test the game and help the developers shape it for the future. Any information that gets publicly released about Days of War, of course, I will be covering here on my channel. I know plenty of people are interested in finding out what's going on with this game, so any permission that I might get, any public information, I will round up here on the channel. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments if you'll be playing in the Days of War Alpha. Would be good to see a few of your names in-game come the end of the month, and it'd be good to know just how many people did back the Alpha level. And while you're down there, drop me a like as well. But until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.